Good morning. I am Agent Jaroslav.
Good morning. I'm Agent Molotov because
Yeah.
I make tiki cocktails that explode.
We are from the Agents of Reverb on a mission to bring you surf and spy music. Ryan, we salute you.
You're an honourable agent now. That's what happens whenever we get interviewed.
Yeah, I don't think I can stay in character much longer.
I've been called you're an honorary member a few times, and
Yeah.
when they say honorable, that means I can't hang for real.
Well, the only thing you've got to do is come up with an agent name. So I'm Agent Yaroslav, this is Agent Molotov. We also have Agent Tereshkova, Agent Bourne, and Agent Fireball 5XL. So Ryan, what would be your agent name?
I know.
What do you got?
Agent Nettie Knickers.
That's pretty good.
I don't know if I can say it on stage, but I'll give it a crack.
Do you know who that is?
No?
Do you ever see Three Amigos?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right. That can be your honorary agent name. If you get to Melbourne and go on stage, we'll introduce you thusly.
Dude.
And I have three mates that we ride electric cruiser bikes, and we call ourselves the Three Amigos. So there's your connection.
Ha! So wait, what kind of bike do you have?
It's a Michael Blast Greaser, so it's electric, but I've got to pedal it, but it looks like a 20s Harley.
Really?
And then Philip's actually got a Royal Enfield out on the deck here. Really cool black vintage-looking Royal Enfield. So there's motorbikes and car connection across everything.
Yeah.
Is that like how you guys hang when you're not playing music? I mean, I know you're in 5 bands, but
No, we actually haven't ridden together. I mean, in my past, I did motocross and enduro racing when I was young.
oh, you did motocross?
Yeah, and enduro, a lot of enduro racing. Yeah,
Really?
KTM. Yeah. But there's a car connection with the Spies. All the Spies.
Yes.
If you look at any of our posters, half of them tend to have cars
Yeah.
here, and more Aston Martins.
Yeah.
You know, one of my favorite video games growing up was Spy Hunter.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually had the game, and when that came out, we're like, oh my god, because there was actually a song made for it.
Yeah. Well, that's basically a lot of our set is spy things and detective things.
I think when we first jammed together, we did a couple of surf songs, and immediately we're like, wait, you like Henry Mancini too? Oh, can we do
Yeah.
Henry Mancini songs? So, Shot in the Dark is one that's on the EP that we recorded and features pretty heavily in the live sets too.
And
there is so much you can do with when you have instrumental music. How you can pull from different like you know, Mancini, Morricone, Dick Dale.
Yeah.
You could take little bits and pieces and it sounds pretty amazing. There's like a mariachi surf band in Philadelphia here.
Yeah,
Really?
that's cool. That's cool.
And it's incredible. It boggles the mind that somebody could think that up.
We've been doing Mission Impossible for quite a while as part of the live set, but recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but recently and doing it as a guitar instrumental, but recently Agent Tereshkova, or Jane Hilson is her real name, who used to join us for some guest vocal stuff, said, oh, I used to play flute, and so she now plays flute for Mission Impossible, so we're doing it with the kind of as close to you as you can get to the real
So it's gone from being a Leica and the Cosmonauts sort of tribute.
Yeah.
To more of a Lele Schifrin, who just passed away 2 weeks ago. So that's actually quite a crowd pleaser now that when she jumps up on foot with the surf band behind her.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah, I bet that sounds wild.
Yeah, with the flute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shivers up our spine.
Yeah, right?
It hasn't changed the direction. We still do all the sort of surf and spy stuff, but it's sort of added the flute for some of the more exotic stuff we do, like Taboo, where she plays melodica, and then what's she called?
So she does. We do 2 versions of Mizzaloo. So
Yeah.
we do a Dick-Dale version of Mizzaloo, surf instrumental version. We do an exotica Martin Denny version.
Oh.
So on the Martin Denny one, she plays flute,
Yeah.
and Harold on the keyboard drive it. And poor Philip doesn't even play guitar; he plays guiro, percussive guiro.
Wait, what's that?
The guiro?
Guiro?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's a percussive lump of wood with a metal stick. most exotic bands like the Tiki Orchestra all have.
Oh yeah.
Guerrero on the background.
That's what a scritchy sound.
Oh, okay. All right.
So if you ever playing with our tracks under there, like Taboo on the EP has definitely got quite dominant guiro.
Yeah.
Keyboard player actually playing guiro in it, and then he puts it down and picks up the piano halfway.
Like, do you guys have a Bandcamp page where I could hear that?
Yep, it's all on Bandcamp.
Spotify too, actually.
Spotify, YouTube, it's all there.
Yeah.
We're on four streaming channels now, and on the Bandcamp page.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link so you don't have to buy that.
Yeah, awesome. Do you guys have a YouTube channel with like
YouTube, lots of live clips on there. It's probably about 7 or 8 live clips.
Oh, really? If you can find somebody to shoot a video of you guys, like not professionally, but like, you know, like in character, that would be so rad.
So that's the EP, the vinyl EP, and all of that happened about 10 months ago.
Oh.
7-track EP, 45 RPM, but it is the 12-inch there it is. You've got to find it.
Yeah, so this
How
is
many,
the...
What did you say, 8 songs?
7.
7 songs.
7.
So hang on. There's 3 originals here, and then 4 which are tributes, covers, whichever way you look at it. But cool to finally have
vinyl.
Hang on.
Heavy vinyl.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so good to finally have something on vinyl. And we spent...
Well, I mean, you can tell right back here, right?
Oh, yeah. Mine's a similar situation. We spent a day recording this, so it's basically a live recording in the studio.
Oh, live to tape?
Yeah,
not the tape, unfortunately, but the
live to digital.
But the guy that recorded it is actually a mate, a guy called Nick Hubbard. He's also got a surf band.
Yeah.
Blue Bottles, so he's got a gear for it.
Yeah.
The Blue Bottles are doing a gig with the Earthquakes in a couple of weeks' time.
Ah, I interviewed the Earthquakes.
Yeah. And you interviewed the Raylets too, who are friends of ours.
They're all friends of ours.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know, there's... Everybody in surf is friendly, but everybody in Australia is happy. I was like, everybody there is happy.
It's because we're not allowed to have guns.
And they're so much fun. The Earthquakes were so much fun. Martin Celia was so much fun. And the Raylets, oh my God, they were so funny, and they really knew their gear.
I've got your address now, so I can mail you some vinyl. You can actually have the vinyl.
Holy crap, dude!
John Paul a copy. I've got to send the Kitty and Mr. C's Tiki program that I listen to stream in the mornings tomorrow morning after John Paul's program.
What's that called?
Kitty and Mr. C's Enchanted Tiki Hut, I think. Placido, New Mexico. They play lots of surf and exotica.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really cool. And they're both musos as well.
Do you listen to like a lot of radio stations like there's a Stoke Surf Radio, there's the Dodge City Social Club, North Sea Radio.
I've never actually met him in person because he lives about 400 miles north.
Yeah, right. Australia's big.
It is. Well, he's still in Victoria, but he's at the top of the state, right up the top.
Yeah.
He kind of did what I did. Like, he was just like kind of fed up and just said, "I want to do this," and did it. I thought that was pretty cool.
He's very driven. I'm going to get him down to a gig someday, or we'll go up there and play up in the country. So
yeah.
Well, we'll do it. We'll have to organise some other gigs up there.
Yeah. That's a huge deal. JB Balcombe, it's a huge deal that he's doing that there.
He's networked pretty broadly, but like you, he doesn't talk to John Paul. He reckons there's a LA mafia that won't let him in the door. So,
No. I don't disrespect anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not at that point yet, if you know what I mean, you know?
Yeah, sure.
You kind of have to build your credibility, and I understand that.
Sure. When you send the EP, you better also include the sticker.
Oh shit! I have a desk over there where I put all the bands when they send me stickers. Right. I put it all over this table, and then sometimes,
You know what that is?
No, I can't see it.
It's a beer cooler.
Oh, a cozy.
Yeah, we call it a stubby holder for beer.
Wait, I'll demonstrate. Yeah.
Keep your beers
It's
cool.
a bit early in the morning for us to be actually cracking this one open, but
Wait, what size is that?
375 mils. Well, compared to my head, about that size. I don't know. Normal
Dude,
beer size.
when I was a teenager, somebody brought Foster's to the party, and for some like 16-year-old American kid who has no idea what Foster's is, which is the closest thing to probably what you have.
That's the one we send overseas. We don't drink it here.
That's the overseas drop. Really, everyone in Australia either drinks Melbourne Bitter or VB is the actual beer.
Or Carlton Draft.
Carlton Draft, yeah.
There's a lot
You
of
like-
good beers, but Foster's is not one of them.
I know. Like, why is it that everybody in America thinks that's the one?
I think it was Barry McKenzie back in the 70s when they did those movies.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I reckon.
Barry McKenzie.
Or
So do you like it like mild, like light, or do you like it thick, like a lager?
Lager.
Yeah.
There's different schools of thought here. We like like a lot of hipster beers, IPAs,
Speak
and probably
yourself.
full of beers. He's more of a lager man. Yeah. We're not a huge drinking band, although I do make tiki cocktails, being Agent Molotov, so I make Mai Tais and zombies, rum bars.
Oh, all right. Well, so that's a perfect segue right there. And the reason being, a lot of people that are going to watch this channel are way into like tiki drinks and that whole culture.
Yep.
So, in 30 seconds or left, 30 seconds or less, give me your favorite recipe for one specific drink.
One specific drink? Well, it's usually me cheating and pulling up an app.
Yeah.
And so I use Beach Bum Berries app for my cocktails.
What I can tell you is if he offers you a cocktail, be really careful about taking the second one, because the first one's usually enough to finish off most adult humans.
Yeah, so I do.
It's like they're dosing you, right?
Right.
We used to call it slipping him a Mickey.
Yep.
Yeah,
Same
exactly
here.
that.
Same here.
Most of them, you don't put them in their naked flames because they tend to go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's fucked up.
Because I have a rum floater on top of them. But I just definitely thinking like here, but the other place we would have done this Zoom meeting would have been my office, which we also rehearse in, which is a tiki hut. So
Oh, really?
At the moment,
Yeah,
we're in
really.
the secret mountain lair up in the mountains where we rehearse a lot of the time. The gear's all here. We just have to bring Harold and I just have to bring our keyboards and our basses, and that's
Oh.
Toss is here.
Yeah.
There's a drum kit here. There's bass amps here, so I don't have to carry much gear.
Oh, you just leave it there?
No, it's all mine.
He's got a lot of gear. So, by the way, the guitars in the background that you can see of his, the 6-string guitars, that is a very small sample of the actual guitar.
All right, I have to see some of them. So pull one out and start like show me
Give
Like-
us the
No,
story.
I'll show you number one weapon, okay?
show me the cherry.
Cherry is the Pinto.
Oh man.
So that's a DePinto Mark IV, made in, it's not far from where you are, I think. He has them made in Korea and then finishes them off in the US. But they're based on a Mosrite. You can see from the body shape. But where these shine is, A, they sound fantastic. This plays great. But also, I mean, look at it. Sparkle red. Then it's got racing stripes, and then he's decorated with perloid.
Wait, where are the racing stripes? The racing stripes are like, I love what they are. They have like, Reverend has one like that.
Yeah,
like
they
do, yeah.
similar to that.
And the scary thing is, see the stars, the inlaid stars on it? He's actually got a matching guitar strap stars.
Yeah. So
Detail.
this thing's gorgeous. I do actually have a real Mosrite, and I actually prefer this on stage. It's more reliable, and it's got a
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Would you say the Mosrite's better for recording?
This Mosrite I got a little while ago, and I really love it. Like, it's a great looking guitar, but its tuning stability is not as good as the Pinto. And this,
Is it because it's an older model?
yeah, it's not all that old. It's a Japanese one, but it's
Okay.
it's it sounds great. It's cool to use. It looks fantastic. It's really comfy to play, but for some
heavy.
This thing has taken a lot of punishment at gigs over the years. It's really lay into it, and it hasn't skipped a beat ever. Whereas this goes out of tune sometimes. It's very hard to keep it gig ready. Yeah.
So recording.
Nice.
Recording. It does sound terrific. Really good.
Yeah.
It's
like
I don't have a Mozart, but I have a clone, an Aria from Matsumoto 1970. Probably better than the Eastwoods, to be honest, because I've heard the Eastwoods play some good. So this is not a Mozart, but it's about as close as you can get, like a high flyer.
Hold that up a little bit more. Oh my God.
That's when we do the matchy. Hang on.
Matchy. We do a bit of the matchy.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So what is a bass player doing?
So it's an Aria.
Oh, okay.
Short scale Aria. And I use that, that's probably my main bass. Although, for the heavier surf stuff, we do a version of the Cures at Forest. I don't know if you've heard of the Phantom 4.
Oh yeah.
They did a version of the Forest, and I use this one for that. This is a Burns Vista Sonic, really rare 1962 Burns Vista Sonic. And the best thing about it is the pick on the pickup. It's actually got, can you read, Wild Dog guitar setting.
Ah.
That might have been one of the reasons I bought it, because it's a Wild Dog setting. But this is I suppose my precision.
Is that one comfortable? Would you say?
Yeah, but it's heavy. It is heavy. It's getting
Yeah.
up to Rick Backer sort of level, but it's got a really nice rock bottom end for the heavier surf stuff.
And then, because he's the coolest bass player, Dan Electro. You would have seen something a bit like that when you had the Raylets on the channel.
Yeah, I love Dan Electro. They're just a beautiful instrument.
So yeah, it's a 58 reissue, Korea issue, 80s, 90s reissue of the 58.
Forgive me, I don't know the woman's name, the girl's name in the Raylets. Who's
Yolanda.
like, yes, she had the guitars behind her when I interviewed her, and she like had a story for each one.
So Yolanda's got the beautiful Dan Electro with the like 28 press. I actually got a chance to play that a little while ago at a gig, and she said,
"How was it?"
Crazy, wild, fantastic.
And Nikki, their bass player, just brought it down as well.
How do they find those?
Overseas, a lot of them.
Really?
I don't know where Yolanda's partner found that. Sammy gets a lot of her guitars from. She won one. She won like this beautiful Telecaster in a contest. I'm like, how do you win a guitar in a contest?
How does that happen?
And Sammy's husband is also, he's a bass player, and he's also right into guitars and stuff as well. They don't have kids, they've got kittens. Kittens and guitars.
Ah!
I got kids and guitars.
There you go. I've got kids and guitars too. Yeah.
I gotta show off one more guitar.
Oh yes. You don't have to stop. We got time. We got time for all of them.
I don't show off plenty more guitars then.
I've got another bass.
So this is a baritone guitar that I used on the recording for when we did Taboo. You can see
that's one of my favorite sounds. Is a baritone guitar.
Yeah, this one's a rockin' guitar. Look at the colour of it. I brought it home, and my partner, Agent Karashkova, Jane, looked at it and she goes, "Oh my God, you're going to call it Kermit?" I'm like,
so it's called Kermit.
Oh, nice.
Crack open a tune that needs a baritone, like for instance the Dick Tracy theme we do, the Vince's Dick Tracy theme, which is played on a baritone. I say, get out Kermit, Taboo.
Although more often lately they've been using this thing, which is a bass 6 strung as a baritone.
Oh man.
So like a Fender bass 6.
All right. Yeah. So for our guitar enthusiasts, tell us how you string it as a baritone.
Well, when they come from the factory, they're strung as a bass. So this is a low E, and you just buy some baritone gauge strings.
It's one octave down.
No, it's an octave down for a regular guitar, but now it's a fourth down for a regular guitar. So you just string it with lighter strings. And
now, how does that affect in the nut?
I had to have the nut reworked to fit them properly. But
yeah.
And give it the intonation, but it's not a big deal. It didn't take more than sort of half an hour to get it set up again.
Really?
Yeah, there's not that much magic to it.
It's got a lot of bite, a lot of balls.
Yeah, this one sounds fantastic. I use this live quite a lot. It's a longer scale than the other baritone. It's a bit sort of stretchy down this end, but
that's pretty unique.
yeah, it sounds well. I got the idea from guitarist in one of Jane's other bands in front of Troubadours, and he plays one of these for doing sort of country ticky-tack stuff, and he has it tuned as a baritone. Like, okay, because I was going to sell this. I don't really use it. Didn't really use that much as a bass.
We actually did.
I'll buy it.
We did one gig when we were both playing our bass sixes. I've got a Schecter Hellcat bass six, and we both tried to play Mission Impossible with bass sixes.
Yeah,
that was just 220.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever like stumble upon an old Fender Mustang?
I've played a Mustang a couple of times. Not on
Did
stage.
you?
I haven't played on stage, just sort of at a guitar shop.
They're strange, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Kurt play one in Nirvana? His was a modified Mustang, I think.
Is that what it was? Well,
Oh,
my cousin, my older cousin, had a Mustang bass, and it was orange with red racing stripes.
Ooh, yeah.
Pretty.
It was like a 69 or something like that.
Yeah.
They're cool. They're quite cool. Short scale, and they're quite cool.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, it was pretty tiny. Like, he was a big dude. I was like, what are you doing? Like, it kind of looks...
Looks like a mandolin.
Yeah, really, yeah.
I'll pull out one more button, just so that we don't have more of guitar. So this
No, man, you put them up in the frame. Let's see it.
So this is after Burns got taken over by Baldwin. This is 64, 65. Baldwin bought Burns in England, and then Gretsch bought them, but in between they were owned by a company called Baldwin who make pianos. And this is quite a cool semi-acoustic bass, wooden sounding acoustic bass. I know the guys in Satan's Pilgrims muck around with
Yeah.
basses, so that's, I suppose, where I was going with that. So if you look
Where do you get the ideas for the modifications? Besides Satan's Pilgrims.
well, listen to lots of different bands, and sort of it's a mixture. Like I've been in about 4 surf instrumental bands.
Really?
So the first one was a TV Evangelist. So around about the time in Australia that the Cruel Sea started. I don't know if you heard of the Cruel Sea.
Yeah.
So about the time they started, I started a band called the TV Evangelist. Actually did a gig with Tex. And that band was mainly first wave surf stuff and Link Rain.
Yeah. That live Ray Letts CD was them opening for Cruel Sea, right?
The East Coast tour with the Cruel Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that we're quite jealous that they got that support tour. That's pretty primo for an instrumental band to land that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they look good.
Oh shit.
But and the next
They're cool enough.
That's true. Well, it's the boots, it's the get up, it's the glasses, it's the fashion.
It was like when I watched them play, it was like Iggy Pop playing surf music.
Yeah,
that's pretty fair.
The garage thing's pretty big here in Australia. The surf and the garage link.
Yeah, I'm really starting like when you find one really good band and you start like going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Like I recently stumbled upon the Corettes.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Oh my god! Now like I go back and look and they have like I don't know 7, 8 albums. I'm like shit, I'm way behind here.
It's really good though. You find an artist and you go back to their old catalogue, and it's like in a lot of cases it gets progressively better and better as you go to older albums. More and more. I like my music a bit more gritty and raw.
Yeah. I showed my father-in-law the record. It was back to mono.
Yeah.
And he started laughing. He's like, when we got stereo, we were laughing at the mono stuff. I'm like, oh no. Like,
I had a similar deal with my father when I started playing guitar and I started buying valve amplifiers. My father was an electrical engineer. He's like, why are you using valves? They've got transistors. Haven't you heard about this new invention? Why would you go and use these hot, inefficient, heavy, breakable, fragile valves? I'm like, yes, they sound.
Because it sounds better.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what sounds better? Like one microphone getting like the sound of the room, or like 10 microphones. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I think you get a better vibe from just like the room mic, right?
One room mic, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when we recorded the EP, we were close mic'd up though.
Yeah, it's a mixture. I think you had both. You did both.
What do you?
Good.
Do you adjust your playing when you record, or as opposed to playing out live? I mean, but if you're doing it like live to digital, like you're recording live, like do you play it in mind like that's how I'm gonna play it live? So I'm gonna account for every single part that I'm playing live, or like do you add some things?
I think when we recorded it, we played it just like we play it live.
It was pretty much a live sort of. Trying to capture that live sort of feel and live.
You guys know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, we didn't really change what we did. Like, there wasn't a stack of overdubs or anything like that. I think I went and added a couple of little guitar parts.
You hear some nice horror stuff on Vincent Price's.
Yeah, added some
horror surf instrumentals on the.
Really?
So you'll hear lots of really weird, scratchy, spooky guitar track.
Yeah,
extra track on there.
So I did go and add one track afterwards on that, but most of it's recorded like our live show. If you listen to the EP, it sounds like what it sounds like live.
Did you guys wind up on any of the international comps that have been out?
No, we haven't.
You should. Do you know what the Continental is?
No.
It's a surf magazine out of Australia. Oh, I'm sorry, Seattle.
Yeah, I've read the magazine. I've heard about it. But I haven't read it.
All right, you can contact Sean Berry and get on his comp.
Okay.
Good idea.
And he's really, really cool dude, and that's how he exposes new artists in the scene.
Good for him. It's Sean Berry, isn't it?
Sean Berry at Double Crown Records. He puts out this, the Continental fanzine every 3 months.
I just clicked on them on Instagram, so we're friends with them on Instagram. So,
yeah, he's a real good dude, man. He's all about the music.
And Hunter does Storm Search. He does an annual new and old bands sort of.
Yeah. Me and him chat once in a while. I don't know him very well, but I've met him a couple times, and he and I as far apart as we live, I think we have like the same idea about the authenticity of music and like the whole AI thing right now. He's really he's really agitated about it, and so am I.
Yeah, no, I agree with it entirely. I like the one, the guy that actually separated the tracks and said this is how you can find the artifacts and tell whether it's. He figured out a really easy way using Pro Tools, just analysing the tracks and going, it's created by AI. Because it's got artifacts buried in all the channels.
Yeah.
AI can't separate its own work.
Really?
Nope, you can't. You hear artifacts. It sounds shit actually when they separate the tracks on an AI one and they go.
See, I talked to a guy who does. He put out like 6 albums in like 2 months. He doesn't play any instruments, and he does black metal inspired surf music. And it's all AI, and he's a minister, like a Christian minister.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have to talk to that guy and see what's up with him.
Yeah, it's a strange.
And he's a decent enough dude, but I'm like, yeah, it doesn't sound like guys are playing that.
Yeah, the big problem is in about 3 or 5 years' time, people won't be able to tell us the principle and get good enough.
Right.
And break the tracks, and it'll sound realistic. But at the moment, just as an art director, I can see the extra things.
I just said that very thing today. Like you can still see it.
It's got a look. For me, it's quite a stiff, sterile look. It's got a look.
Absolutely. And right now, like all like the platforms, when you like post something, if it's AI, you have to tag it as AI content.
Yeah.
But once that starts, like AI content starts making money for like the big corporations, well, then they're gonna take that little tag away, and then you're never gonna know.
Yeah.
It's all like it's gonna really all be about money. I guess I'm jaded. I don't know.
I think you're right. I mean, that's why a lot of our promo clips, if you have a look on Facebook and on the reels that I use to promote the gig, I'm trying to lean towards real performance nowadays.
Yeah.
A lot of our promos just do the gig details and a short clip of us at the end of the song. Actually at a venue, so there's no fake. It's just somebody holding up a phone and filming the gig.
Yeah. But see, that's enough. That's enough for me. That's all I need.
Yeah. So,
like, it's like a document of that moment, you know?
Yeah.
So I was in another band called The Unthinkable. It was more like a Dickdale surf metal band. And then after for 10 years...
Wait, did you say surf metal?
Well, they were getting that area. They were getting in that area, yeah.
What was it? Was it like with a lot of gain, or was it just like fast drums? Like, describe it to me.
A lot of gain. The guitarist was a guy in Melbourne called Feedback Jack. He was a bit of a legend, psychobilly legend. He was also in a art band called Shower Scene from Psycho, and Feedback Jack died about 2 years ago. But yeah, he used to play with a metal pick and very aggressive. So yeah, if Dick Dale had lived on a bit further, maybe that's how it would have sounded.
Well, I think if he was younger, when say a band like like Motorhead, like if he was like born maybe 10 years after he was, I think he'd kind of be along that line. So you think?
Could have been, yeah. So
I don't know.
After that, I formed a band called Beware Black Holes that went for about 10 years.
Wait, what's that called?
Beware Black Holes.
Okay.
Surf instrumental band, all instrumental. The keyboard player from Beware Black Holes and myself are in the agents of Reverb.
When you say keyboards, like what is he? Is he playing a Farfisa or what is he?
He's got two keyboards, a stack of two. One's a Nord and one's a Yamaha, but it's emulation of Hammond B organ and 60s organ sounding stuff.
Like Hammond is like one of the is like a kiss from God.
Yeah.
Well, I'm lucky enough to play in a band with a guy who drags the real deal Hammond B3 and the Leslie cabinet to every gig.
Really?
Watching him suffer up and down those stairs, I'm like, I can see why people carry around like Nord keyboards instead.
Yeah. Does he have security for that too?
No. If you want to steal that and carry it off, good luck to you.
There's 4 people, and the Leslie speakers, they won't come through with that concrete slab and spinning Leslie speaker.
Yeah, we did a gig at a place called Brunswick Ballroom, and it's up the longest flight of stairs I've ever seen. And I was bitching.
Of course it is.
Bitching and whining and carrying an amplifier up there, and I look back at the keyboard player, I'm like, never mind. I've got a good. You're going to suffer through this.
Yeah, we have keyboards quite prominently in this band. It's not just guitar. So the James Bond, I'm just reading out some of our set lists. The James Bond thing we do is the Reverend organ drum version. You know, Heath from...
Oh, really?
Yeah, Heath from... Reverend Horton. Horton. So
okay, yeah.
He had a side band that was Hammond organ driven. And he did it.
Really?
Yeah, a really cool version of the James Bond thing. And that's where I sort of tried to pitch ours, because we've got keyboards. Yeah. So it's actually keyboard driven James Bond thing.
Is there an actual recording of that?
Yeah, they had an album. It was probably 20 years ago. They did it was his mates in his local neighbourhood, his drummer mate and a keyboard player called Todd that he'd have an Hammond B organ, and they just did instrumentals basically. But it was with that sort of psychobilly guitar Gretsch sort of twist on top of it.
But with a Hammond
organ, yeah. Hammond
Jesus,
organ,
dude.
So that's
I would love to hear that.
Well, our version's pretty close.
Almost as good,
yeah. And then we do a lot of Southern Culture and the Skids instrumental as well. The theme from Cheetahs at the moment, our quadruple threat, Agent Terrascotta Jane Hilson now plays sax. She picked up a sax recently. She hasn't played it in decades, and she's obviously really good at it.
Yeah.
So
wait, how long has she been playing?
Well, she used to play, she had a band back in the 80s and the early 90s playing sax, and then she just stopped playing. She's like, done that now. Anyway, a little while ago she said, I used to play sax, maybe I should give it another go. We bought one, she plays sax now. Turns out she hadn't forgotten how to do it.
So she played 4 in the last gig, but she hasn't played the sax for decades, and we've added a whole lot of sax tunes as well. So theme from Cheetahs,
Really?
Goo Muck, the original Goo Muck.
So you guys were just like, hey, you want to do this?
Well, so we started off as like a 4-piece doing pretty straight ahead instrumentals.
Yeah.
So me on guitar, Ted on bass, Harold on keyboard, and Steve on drums. And then Jane joined us for a few songs doing some vocal numbers like Fever and Shakin.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and then
did she sing it like really sultry like that?
Yeah, she does a Peggy Lee, but the music is cramped. The cramps.
All right, I read on.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's quite an incredible singer. We were lucky to get her on us for a few guest spots, and then she said, "Oh, I can play melodica too." So she played melodica on one of the tracks.
Oh my god!
And then she goes, "Also, I used to play flute." It's like, well, let's hear that. Then, oh, you can play flute, great. And then she said, "Oh, and I used to play sax." It's like, what can't you do? Give this a try.
So she's gone from a guest vocalist to guest instrumentalist that plays 4 or 5 different instruments.
Yeah.
Do you kind of start like? Do you just kind of start waving cash at her and just going like? Can you just think? Like, yeah, like we'll think of something for you to play.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's good because we still do that core of quite driving surf and spy music.
Yeah,
but it's definitely got a lot more interest to it now, a lot more variety. So we did 2 sets at our last gig, and there's so much variety across the sets. There was definitely something for everybody who could come along.
Well, why is the spy the central part of it? Where did that inspiration come from? Was it the James Bond or was it?
Yeah, it could have been. Well, there's
Mission Impossible.
There's always been a bit of a surf guitar in a lot of those spy themes. A bit of twang and surf guitar in a lot of them. So, in the previous band, that's Clearly Black Holes, we used to play a few spy themes. I think we've just taken it a bit further in this band.
Yeah.
And we also do another James Bond one we do on Her Majesty's Secret Service, John Barry on Her Majesty's Secret which I play the bass through an octave pedal, which makes it sound like a Moog synthesizer.
Oh wow!
It's very spacey.
It sounds like Doom is coming to the world. Is what it sounds like.
It's pretty evil. It's an evil Bond thing. And that was the one with the Australian actor in it, actually. So Diana Rigg was in it, and
oh okay.
It's the Australian actor, Australian Bond. George Lazenby.
Yeah.
So that's the only one with an Australian actor in it. There's the Australian connection.
That's a very tenuous link.
But it's a weird, it's an instrumental Bond thing, no vocals. And it's quite dark. That's the only other one I use that octave pedal on the OC2 equals an OCD pedal. But, the OC2 pedal on the bass is our surf instrumental version of Das Model, Kraftwerk's The Model.
Oh yeah. Do you guys know who the Routes are?
Yep. They do a version of it too, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like he's in Japan.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of his stuff. Really good, actually. Like their stuff. So there's been the Space Rangers did a version. I think the Tremolo Beer Gun in Denmark, they did a version of it. So ours is a mixture of all of the best bits of ours. So the keyboard bits is Space Rangers with a call and answer, the guitar and the keyboards. But it's,
how many gigs a year do you think you play?
We're only doing about 1 to 2 a month, but they've been pretty good. This year's been, since the launch, it's sort of ramped up. The crowds are starting to. We pull the bigger crowds probably sometimes on the rollets. Certainly do it very well because we're not just instrumental, so it's a little bit broader appeal, I suppose.
Uh-huh. Yeah. How long is your set? Like, how long, if you had to, how long could you go?
Oh, forever.
We've done at Esplanade, which is a venue down the other side of town. We had to do 3 45-minute sets. We end up doing 2 an hour and 12-minute set, hour and 15-minute sets.
Yeah, so we can play for a few hours.
Couple of hours.
No repeats?
No repeats, and quite a lot of originals too. So we're up to about.
Oh, really?
5 or 6 originals over here and there.
What are your guys' favorite cover?
At the moment, it's Harlem Nocturne. I want to play Harlem Nocturne.
Oh, da-da-da-da-da-da.
But the Viscounts is really super.
Really?
Dirty, we call it Titty Shaker or
Instruction. Yeah, Titty Shaker's about right. I would say probably my favourite, if I had to pick, probably Yellow Jacket, the Ventures one.
No keyboards, Ventures. Probably I think you did it before Walk Don't Run. It was before Walk Don't Run. You recorded Yellow Jacket.
Okay.
Country surf instrumental.
It's a really satisfying one to play, and when I get to the end of it and I haven't screwed it up, it's just, yes, I'm on top of the world!
Oh my God! Sometimes when my band would record, we'd be like, I'm not gonna make it through this song, and if we do make it through this song, whatever, like if we make it through it one time, that's the one we're keeping.
Yeah. That's one of those songs that I just really, it's quite complicated and I just really wanted to play it. So I sat down and I just spent an entire day watching an online tutorial by a Japanese guitarist who breaks it down bit by bit, and I just learned it.
Wait, there's like a Japanese guy like that does surf breakdowns?
Oh yeah. Well, he didn't break it down to make it easy. He just played the whole thing note for note, and then he played it slower, note for note, and then he played it slower again, note for note, and even when he played it slower, so I'm still watching going, what's he even doing? I'll have to dig it out and send you the link. It's an incredible video.
Yeah, please do.
I really like the Surf Coast is one of my favourite bands.
Yes. So, like, those guys, it's like they're possessed when you watch them play on stage.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they're just so in the pocket.
So I say to Philip whenever we're doing the surf group, I say, like the Surf Coast, and I've actually done it with Yuzo Kayama from the launches. Like when I was in Black Holes, we recorded Black Beach Sand with Yuzo Kayama from the launches in the key Aleki days in Japan.
I love Aleki.
So the Beaches left America because of the Beatles, went to Japan. They sold 75,000 guitars, I think, in 65 in Japan.
Jeez, really?
Yeah, I think in 1 year they sold 75,000 electric guitars.
So that means there's a possibility that 75,000 people are playing in a band. Possible.
5 in Japan, yeah.
And I think it's why there's so many Moserites that come to Australia from Japan, because there's a ton of those guitars up there.
But like some people where I'm located, like for specific reasons that I don't understand, prefer the Japanese versions because they make them slightly different.
Squires, it was a year of Squires that was more collectible and in America and Mexican.
Japanese guitars are pretty well made. I've got some American guitars, some Japanese guitars, some Korean guitars, some Australian guitars. The Japanese ones hold their own against anything else.
What is it that I spoke with this man named Al Tornado from Russia, and he was showing all these Japanese crazy guitars that he had, and I'm like, why? And if you look for bands like from this perspective that are on the other side of the globe, you're like, it's like they're playing a different instrument. You know what I mean?
I think sometimes there's the attraction of having something different that nobody else has got.
Yeah, probably why I haven't got a whole lot of precisions there. I tend to have my obscure non-precision set of basses.
Yeah,
something different.
What do you like prefer the P bass over like a jazz?
Yeah, I played both. I probably would play a Mustang if I was going to play a Fender bass.
All right,
let's go.
What's
Half of those are short skulls.
What's your gun of choice?
At the moment, it's the Aria Moserite Clone. Because it's just got those really hot P90 pickups. Light, easy, bulletproof, stays in tune. Get a huge range of sounds out of it. So that's the bass of choice most of the time nowadays.
Nice. Do you have like an idea in your head, like, you pull from all the influences, obviously, that you have, like, and you like have that perfect bass tone. We often talk about the perfect guitar tone and how people chase guitar tone, but what is it specifically about bass that you want to put on your sound?
Yeah, it's sort of a mixture. I mean, I used to play a 3-valve amp. I used to have a Bassman head, 135 watt fat Fender Bassman head, and a quad box, an English frame quad box, but it was a bugger to carry any gigs. So now it's a micro Ampeg rig, so it's got a bit of warmth like a full Ampeg stack, but it's a more compact. A lot of our venues in Melbourne are quite small, so you don't really need a massive rig for them. And technology's sort of climbing a long way down the track for smaller rigs. So a warm tone, I use my fingers and plectrum, so I use both. So I play chords, which some people find weird on a bass, that I do chords as well. So mix it up, whatever works. This guy can play double bass, and he plays double bass in one of his bands. So I'm quite jealous that he's gone down that route.
Is it like a rockabilly, like a rockabilly band?
No, sort of doing calypso, primitive blues, sort of proto ska, I suppose. Sort of like
Rocksteady or not?
Oh no, we don't really do any of that. But sort of the stuff that came just before that. Okay. So
Interesting.
So
So at the moment, list the 5 bands that you're in right now.
well, obviously, Agents of Reverb. First and foremost, I play in a 2-tone ska band called Looney Tunes, which has been actually, when Strange Tenants retire later this year, will be the longest running ska band in Australia.
Really? Yeah, okay.
Oh, nice.
A rocksteady outfit called Miss Dotty, which is a 9-piece outfit, also with Agents Garage.
And that's half of this band, by the way.
Yeah.
3 members from Agents Reverb play in this guy.
Yeah. Oh wow, Rocksteady is I feel the unsung hero of the whole reggae tree. You know what I mean?
He'll be loving you now. He'll be smiling.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable to play, and so that band does. There were a bunch of female artists recording in Jamaica in the early 60s, and a lot of it don't hear very commonly, so we go and sort of dig through that. It's Jane's sort of passion project to go and bring some of this female Jamaican rocksteady and ska stuff back to the public.
Oh man, I love that. So I have you remember the Trojan record label?
Mm-hmm.
So they put out a 50th anniversary box set, and I got that just like because I know they're only gonna make so many of them.
Yeah.
But it's like the box set is like that thick, and it's all vinyl.
There's some great stuff.
It goes all the way back to like even when Bob Marley was doing like rock steady stuff.
Yeah.
And Lee Perry, like they were all doing it.
Yeah. Everyone started off with the ska stuff, and then rocksteady, and then kind of into sort of lovers rock, and then reggae. So yeah, that's 3 of them. What else?
Punk band, KTV.
Yeah, I play bass for a punk band called KTV, which is a 3-piece, nice and easy to move around because there's only 3 of us. And also a trio with some members from Miss Dotty doing the proto stuff, like calypso and early blues stuff.
That's the one he plays double bass in, that he's only just bought the other day, and I'm quite jealous. He got quite cheap.
So did you just decide one day you wanted to play it, and you're like, okay, now I play it?
Oh, well, I've played bass guitar for like 30 years, so it's not like I sort of moved to a different planet and went, oh, I can breathe the air here now. But yeah, it is a different thing. It's certainly, I bought the double bass and sort of...
Just to make me jealous.
Yeah, just to make it, it's all about you.
Well, I was jealous when you bought it. How much did you pay for that?
Is there a jazz element or a rockabilly element that attracts you to that?
If I could play slap bass, I'd be in a rockabilly band in a heartbeat. But I'd have to, A, be a lot better than I am, because I'm still not that good on double bass, and also I'd have to give up on sleep or something like that, because I can't join my band.
Do you know who Kitten and the Tonics are?
No, I don't know.
Okay, they came out of lockdown. It's a female singer, rockabilly band. She just decided she was going to spend her time during lockdown learning the double bass.
That clip up on the hill where she's up on the hill playing a double bass and singing up on the hill.
Yeah.
On a mountaintop somewhere.
There's a couple female bands in the UK. Well, they're female-fronted bands. There's one called I believe the Wild Devils.
Haven't heard of them.
They're really good. The Hurricanes.
Yeah, and there's also Cave Girl and Neanderthals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. So, look, I mean, I probably before I was into surf music and spy music, rockabilly, especially psychobilly through the Cramps, was kind of how I got into music in the 80s. So, yeah, I've heard a lot of double bass slapping, and I'm kind of like, I've tried it, it really hurts to do it. I'm obviously doing it wrong.
Well, I was lucky enough to see the Reverend Horton Heat. It was the Squirrel and Zippers,
Oh, nice.
Then there was a ska band. I can't remember who they were. And then there was Face to Face, the punk band. And then the Reverend Horton Heat played last. And my girlfriend wanted to leave, and I'm like, go ahead. I just stayed there, and I was like this. Oh, my God.
I saw them in Melbourne. They came here and played it.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's a long way from Texas.
The other one that was really good is the Paladins. Really good double bass player in the Paladins. Who've been playing around here, Texas band. And they're sort of like Texas blues / rockabilly, I suppose. But amazing double bass player in that band. Absolutely amazing.
I don't know how how they slap it to make it so percussive. You know, like I don't understand. I watch the hands and I'm like, I don't understand it. But it sounds so good.
I've tried it a few times. I've watched a bunch of tutorials on how to do it. And what you do is you slap down, then you shout, "Ow!" That's stage one. I think it gets better after that, but there's obviously a trick that I'm not getting. I can do basic slap, where you slap down against the fingerboard, then you pull it up.
Yeah.
But you watch people that can do it really fast, and there's a whole black magic there for sure. They've sold their soul to Satan.
I mean, a friend of ours who played double bass in a 3 or 4 band, Geordie.
Oh yeah,
She's a young female. She's really good, and she's been playing since 14. She's like,
oh really?
Quite 30 yet now, but she's only just learned how to do the slap bass part of it in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Do you think playing, like, practicing on an upright bass makes you a stronger standard bass player?
I've played his bass, but it's just different.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
It's different. You really got to stretch your fingers. There's a sweet spot in the double bass you can play. Whereas when you're playing down there, you've got to really have long, be able to stretch the fingers to reach it.
I will say one thing: it gives you really strong hands. So from playing double bass over the course of the last year, I come back to guitar and I'm like, well, why did I ever think this was hard? This is really easy now. Really,
it's physical.
Yeah, it's a big instrument. You got to walk around it. You can't, a guitar sort of sits just here, it's comfortable. Double bass, you kind of got to walk around it. You've got to be reaching down here and up to here, and yeah, it's a different thing.
There's not many surf bands that play with a double bass, though, is it? You list them almost like one set.
It is quite, when you hear it though, it's pretty striking. It's a really, really, like, adding that percussive element to it just makes it that much better.
Definitely with the psychobilly stuff, but the surf, not as many tend to dive over it.
Right.
I wanted to buy one, but there's only about 3 songs that it'd be perfect for the set. So carrying double sets of gear, a double bass, and your other basses, and your amps, and whatever. A lot of gear to take to a gig, just for 3 songs.
Yeah, how do you get that in your car?
You need a wagon.
Yeah. I can fit the double bass and an amplifier in the car, and 1 passenger, and that's it. It just takes up the whole car.
And now that James got saxes and flutes,
yeah,
the amount of gear he must take to a gig must be enormous.
It's the car full of stuff now, because I travel to gigs with an amplifier, 3 guitars, and then Jane's got a sax and flute and percussion kit and.
My wife says, how did you, like, I always, like, when we would move from house to house, I would always say, just let me do the packing and like and stuff like that, because I was so used to doing stuff like that from being in a band and going out and playing so much. How like, no, it's got to fit like this, and like
exactly. This guitar goes, no, this case goes under that case. What are you, crazy?
Yeah.
But I love the fact that his partner Jane, he says, shall I buy this guitar? She says, buy it now. Yeah. Whereas my wife goes, how many basses do you need?
Yeah, I'm very lucky to have a very supportive.
You know what the correct answer is? All of them.
Yeah, so I went shopping a while ago to get a Telecaster. I've always wanted a decent Telecaster. Jane shopping along, and I tried all the Telecasters in the store, and eventually I was sort of like, well, I really like this one, but it's the most expensive. She's like, buy that one, which is how I ended up. That one.
Do you have it there?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know if you can see the color so well, but it's a little like Easter egg wrapper, sort of a metal flake, sort of pale green. This is.
Does it have like the beveled corner?
Nah, it's got
No.
on the neck. It's got on the heel is sort of slightly cut away. But
Yeah.
this has been probably this is my workhorse for at least two of the bands I'm in, and I used it on the recording as well. When my hands were shredded and I couldn't play the DePinto anymore, I got this out and just changed over, just a slightly different style of guitar.
What did you put in the bridge?
In the bridge?
Yeah, like the pickup in the bridge. Just standard.
Yeah, it's just it's an American Pro 2, so they're pretty decent. They don't need anything done to them. This is exactly as I got from the shop, just with slightly heavier strings.
What gauge?
10 to 46.
Okay.
Yeah,
No whammy.
No, so probably there's no. I'm the founding member of a group called Vibrato and everything. So everything's got to have a tremolo arm, a vibrato arm, and this doesn't have one.
No.
But the standard joke among Gretsch players, I play a Gretsch as well in some bands, and the standard joke among Gretsch players is, how do I get my Gretsch to stay in tune? Answer: swap it for a Telecaster.
Ah! I always played a Telecaster in my band, and the other dude played a Les Paul, and he used to call my guitar Driftwood.
Yeah, Les Paul players are different breed. I do have a Les Paul, but it's too heavy and doesn't really.
Yeah, it's a strange. It's built strangely.
Funny, I bought the Les Paul only a few years ago. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I found it. I really enjoy playing it. It's really comfortable. There's something about it, quite a inviting guitar to play. But for stuff that we're playing live, this is the single coil sounds what I'm after.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, either this Telly or the Mosrite or the DePinto, or I've got a Jazz Master as well, which I use for like a backup guitar. They all sound about right. The Les Paul, I've really got to work hard to make it sound appropriately surfy.
Mm-hmm.
Link Ray recorded Rumble with that. Most people would go, really? But yeah, he recorded Rumble with it. Probably my favourite version that he's played of it is with his Gretsch. I really like it when you put the Gretsch out one night and played Rumble with the Gretsch.
Yeah, it just beats back. Beats back like crazy.
Yeah.
The Gretsch is like a big body, it's a hollow body guitar. You just put it near an amplifier and it goes, whee!
That's the best kind.
Well, yeah, we only do 2 Link Ray songs at the moment because we don't want to, spoil the Raelettes turf. So whenever we play with them, we try and say, who's doing Rumble? You can do Rumble, we'll do Rumble, and we'll do
Right on. Yeah.
We do the fuzz. But in other bands, I've played pretty much most of the songs I've played before as well.
Yeah.
We actually have dressed up at a gig as Link Ray, all of us wearing wigs with Link Ray sunglasses.
Oh, yeah?
It was a gig with the Raelettes, so we had to go one more notch past them.
And dress up as Link Ray.
So we all dressed up as Link Ray for a gig.
Although, to be fair, as we walked on stage, someone goes, wow, look, 4 Elvises.
Yeah. It did look a bit like Elvis for the 70s. But we did a bit of Link Ray with Robert Gordon stuff, so did the Fire, some of the stuff we collaborated with Robert Gordon as well as instrumental.
Yeah, we should dress up as Link Ray again.
We'll do it. Next time we play with the Raelettes, we'll do it.
Yeah, okay.
I think they expect us to dress up as Link Ray when we play with them.
Okay.
Do they encourage it?
They wear sunglasses. I don't know how they play, but all 4 of them put sunglasses on at the start of the gig. They don't last more than about 3 songs because I've got dark sunnies on the main line.
Wait a second.
I did one gig.
Wait, I can't see anything.
Yeah, basically. I did one gig with a Mexican wrestling mask and gave up on that.
The lucha mask?
Yeah,
Luchador?
That's hard to call. There was a band in Melbourne called Los Tremeleros, you could wear masks as well. And Caleb actually knows Danny Amos and Eddie really well and he's played on a couple of records with them. He actually split it between Melbourne and Mexico with his other band in Mexico. But they don't exist yet at the moment, Los Tremeleros. And they wore Mexican wrestling masks in Melbourne.
That's interesting.
I wore a monster mask for a Halloween gig last year. I think I lasted about 1 song before I went, this is ridiculous, I can't play like this.
That was actually a really good gig last year. It was with the Earthquakes and another surf instrumental band called Maquita Pelagrosa. 3-piece.
Oh, wow.
band. They're more metal, surf metal, I reckon. They're going more towards the metal end of the
Definitely
spectrum.
louder.
Whereas the Earthquakes are more of a trad surf sound, a classic surf sound.
Yeah.
So are the Blue Bottles who are playing with them. They're more classic surf sound. Sort of early first wave, I suppose you call it. First wave sound.
First wave. I see what you did
there. As opposed to me coming from a fourth wave background, like I got into John and the Night Riders and stuff like that in the 80s, the Ray Beats, and that was my foray into surf music. Then I dived into that catalogue up later. But yeah.
So what's coming? Like, is that record that you showed me at the beginning? Is that like that's what's happening right now?
That's this year. We're going to record another one very soon. A lot more originals on it. This is only half originals.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we'll be playing this year. All our spy blurbs are on the back as well. So we've all got these quite deep backstories.
Yeah, when we set up the band, I got all excited and made up backstories for everybody.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Do you put that in the insert?
It's on the back of the record.
Oh, right on. Oh my God, how do I get one of those?
Agent Yaroslav.
We'll chuck it in the post for you, I reckon.
Yeah, well, no one's here. So there's a whole persona behind it.
Oh
It's
my
all made
God. You should put that story on Bandcamp. You could put that in like the bio of the band.
Some of it's in there, actually, I think. Yeah, some of it's on the Bandcamp. Definitely, there's a backstory underneath it all.
Yeah.
He's written this really interesting original surf instrumental called The Theme from the Highland Squad. And he had me completely conned that this was real. He said there's a cop show in Scotland called, like The Professionals, where they wear kilts. And they run around, chasing bad guys in kilts.
Are you serious?
I'm Googling and going, he's pulling my leg and we're playing this song. It sounds killer, and then it's all fiction.
So
wait a minute. This actually exists?
We play it live. It's called The Theme from the Highland Squad, but it's completely...
I rang up Ted.
Oh.
In my head, right? I wrote the song. I'm like, it sounds like a cop show theme. It's got to be for a cop show, but what's in a cop show would be for? And so I said, okay. I rang Ted and I said, so you remember The Professionals? There's lots of jumping in and out of cars and looking manly. And he's like, yeah, I remember it. I'm like, well, there was a Scottish version called Highland Squad, and it was like that, but they all wore kilts and they were, chasing the bad guys around in kilts and stuff and looking manly. He's like, right. I could hear him googling in the background. I'm like, Ted, I'm making it up. It's not a real show.
Do you tell that before the song? When you play it out?
I'm sure nobody gets it.
I'm sure nobody believes it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that just hearing this story before the two would be quite enjoyable again in a live setting.
Yeah.
Look, we write stuff. I guess we're trying to write some stuff which is theme songs for shows that never happened, but they definitely should have.
Oh my God, you should really shoot that shit and put it on YouTube.
Funny you say that. We've got a concept in mind, so watch this space.
There's going to be a scary one for Vincent Priceless, I think, some stage.
Yeah.
The chase is going to be a car chase for sure, in the back of the Jaguar.
And Upway Surf will be...
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, all you need, check it out. All you need is this right here, right?
Yeah.
I keep a spare one in my studio, and then when I go out to see a band, I just pop this puppy in my my pocket, and I go and I shoot the band, and I come home and I upload it.
Yeah. Well, all the clips you'll see on YouTube of us are all just phone footage. There's no professional footage yet. It's all just friends that have filmed it and sent us the footage, or partners that have just captured some of the gear.
Oh my God.
They're all smartphone shot.
Yeah.
And some of them have got quite good sound, like the Mission Impossible the other day that we did at the Union Hotel for 2 weeks with the rigs. It sounded fantastic because it's a quieter song with the flute playing.
Yeah.
That recording, that's fantastic.
Did you guys see any of the rehearsal videos on our channel?
Yeah, I've watched quite a lot on there.
They're and a lot of those bands, they just set the phone up there and do, and it sounds really good.
Yeah, we often rehearse here in the secret mountain lair, so we can just record something and rehearse. So that's easy.
Yeah, send me something.
All right. Well, we might even do a rig rundown because I've assembled all the weapons behind me here.
Dude, you know what you should get? Like, what was the new? What was that? Oh my God, I'm blanking now on the man's name was an M.
Japanese ventures, talking about,
From James Bond, the James Bond movies.
I'm just cute. I'm just watching the background.
Oh, Q.
We've got the 5, 6, 7, 8s behind you on camera right now.
and we actually play Woohoo.
Yeah, we do
We
Woohoo live.
we do Woohoo by the 5, 6, 7, 8. So,
Oh, you see it?
Yeah.
they're playing it right now.
It was cool.
So
Yeah. I specifically timed it so that an hour and 7 minutes into our conversation, that would.
Really good.
Honorary agent, watch out.
I'm not fucking around.
No. You didn't come here to fuck spiders, like they say.
Dude, if you want to do those videos, I would love to like make a playlist of all your different types of videos on our channel.
Yeah.
And I'll do a review of your album, and we'll let everybody know who watches the interview that they can go to the Bandcamp. There'll be a link in the description right to your page.
Yeah, and it's on Spotify, which, I mean, much as we hate Spotify, it gets it out there. So
the one benefit to Spotify is that it really, really shoots the name out there in the music.
That's what's on there. They're doing some pretty weird shit at the moment. A lot of bands are jumping off it.
Yeah, Satan's Pilgrims is pulling it off.
Yeah, AI. I think it's AI and military weapons. I think they're getting into
investing in
pretty scary military stuff, unfortunately. So
I saw something the other day that really bummed me out, and like I posted something online. I said I'm not gonna call anybody out by name, but I'm seeing some things that I kind of don't want to be around.
Well, we'd like to come to America. We'd like to come to maybe Tiki Oasis or Surf Guitar 101.
I've been at both.
Yeah, I know. I think you mentioned it on us.
Yeah, but I'm like on the other coast. So, Jeff every year says, "Are you coming out?" Yeah. And I'm like, "Well, I always want to, but can I? I don't know."
Well, we've got a little further to travel, I think.
A little further.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah. But you could go the other way. You could go east and hit it.
Well, we could go up to Surfer Joe, to Livorno, to the Surfer Joe Festival.
How far away is that?
Probably about the same as going to the States.
Yeah.
Get the hell out.
Yeah.
But I bet it's easier to travel to Europe than it is America.
I think it is that direction. It's the jet lag when you come back. So yeah, I think it's when we go to the States we suffer. It's jet lag from going there, but it's easier coming back.
Have you been?
I've been to the States years ago. Last time I was to Hawaii about 5, 6 years ago. So
what did you think? What did you think of it?
I loved Hawaii. I really liked it. I only went to Oahu, but I got to see an exotic band at Mariana's called. They're now called Exotics, I think, but they were Vibrant Cubana. It was really cool Exotica band.
Yeah, the Polynesian music's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So there's a lot of that in our band at the moment. So we're going in that direction a little bit with Tiki-Aki 5, Tiki-Aki Orchestra, mixing it up with a lot of different things. So,
I can't decide if I like Tiki-Aki 5-0 or Tiki-Aki Orchestra better.
Yeah, there's a bit of both. But,
it's hard because one is so complex, but the other one is so like song driven.
Yeah. So we're only a 5-piece, and Harold does sound effects on his keyboard. So you'll hear on the EP that he puts sound effects under some of the tracks at the end and start of them. So it's a pretty rich sound for a 5-piece. A lot of people say you sound like a freaking orchestra, but there's only 5 of us on stage. Yeah.
Oh,
so
nice.
He'll play Tingsha, Jane will play Tingsha, he'll play Guiro, he'll jump around many different guitars.
And drummer Steve is also very...
You guys must have a fucking blast when you play out.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, it's good.
It is a ball. It's fun.
Yeah, I think probably the best thing too is when we get an audience that appreciates the music. It's a like a feedback loop. You know, we play, people enjoy it. We play a bit better, people enjoy it a bit more.
Pick up on the crowd. Yeah.
We had the last gig we did at the Union Hotel. That was a really fun day out because we just got up and played and had fun and people enjoyed it.
and a slightly different audience that day too.
Yeah.
But they come from different directions. People
Yeah, it's good.
Whereas sometimes we play with the Earthquakes, and they're all the audience are all musicians. Like the whole room was full of musicians that night.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's, sometimes if you have a huge bill, it's just as satisfying to play for other musicians as it is for it.
We had a gig at the retreat a while ago, and I was playing pretty good. Sometimes you play okay, sometimes you play pretty well. I was playing reasonably well, and I looked up to see two of Melbourne's best guitarists. I think it was Kid James and Pete Tacky at the corner of the stage videoing. I'm like, ha! Suddenly I can't play anymore. No pressure. There's quite a few.
Dave Control's for instance, probably. He's a really good guitarist. He's actually going to get up and play trumpet on Mizzaloo next time we next gig we play.
Yeah. Oh, really? That's nice.
Two versions of Mizzaloo. One set will have the main thing, sort of a deep, weird sort of exotic, psychedelic one.
Flute and Guiro. Yeah.
The other one will be the Dick Dale surf one with a real trumpet. And apparently Dick Dale played the trumpet on the recording one.
Oh, Dick Dale did?
Yeah, he actually played it on Beachwoord. Yeah. So he was
there's a playlist on our channel. They're not all our videos, but I compiled a playlist of all these different versions of Mizzaloo.
Hundreds of them. Yeah.
That date all the way back to the 40s.
Yeah.
Somebody digitized, transferred it digitally and uploaded it to YouTube, and it's, I don't know if it's Turkish or it's
Turkish and Greek. There's a bit of conjecture where it actually came from.
Yeah.
We put a bit of Malaguena in the middle of that, so we've got the sort of Trashman Malaguena in the middle of it, which I think Dick Dale actually did live. He didn't record it, but he did live. He used to add about 8 bars of Malaguena in the middle of it.
So there you go. Another version to put on there.
Yeah.
What are the two versions in our case?
We try to avoid a lot of the predictable surf stuff, so we still do Penetration by the Pyramids. We do Surf Rider by the Lively Ones, and there's a couple of classic surf things in there, but try to not play the predictable ones that everyone else is playing. Try to pick up a few obscure ones, but the crowd likes Batman. We play Link Ray's Batman, and they all get up and dance to Batman. We can't sort of get away from that one.
There's been a few, and we play quite a few from Tarantino movies. So there's Surf Rider, Mizzaloo. What else did we do from? Oh, Woohoo. Yeah. There's quite a few. That goes down well. For people who aren't as familiar with the genre and aren't there because they love surf music, they can at least go, oh no, this one is from what we're seeing.
They kind of make that connection then.
Yeah, that's right. It's a way of getting people into it.
But we do a version of the Peter Gunn thing. It's called Peter Gunn Stomp by a garage band from New Zealand from the 60s. It's called the Kiwi 4. Really different version, quite fast, of Peter Gunn. So that's a different version of the Spy thing.
Geez, you guys are sitting there in your spy attire, and I was anticipating this whole conversation was going to be about surf and spy, and you guys are so much deeper than that.
It's a broad church. It's a broad church. We're not religious at all, but
it's funny though. We did a gig a while ago, and I had this older guy come up to me and he said, when I saw you guys were doing surf music, I thought it was going to be, ironic hipster take on surf, but you obviously really love surf music. And it's like, yeah, we do. That's how we got into this. We do a lot of other stuff too, and I'm glad that we're bringing other things to it. But yeah, we do.
It's a sort of deep passion for it, and but it's broad. It's a broad church, I suppose.
Yeah.
So you said you were in IT. Are you currently in information technology, or are you just playing music full time now?
I've just come off the back of having some time off, but I'm back into working in IT. Yes.
He's juggling. Children, 5 bands, and a career.
So which band suffers the most?
My band.
No. Everybody feels that way.
He's got a Google Calendar and he's quite good at juggling.
Yeah. But next weekend I've got 3 gigs coming up, and we're not even doing a gig next weekend.
Well, the drummer, Steve's playing with a Jamaican artist, Stranger Cole, who's touring the whole of Australia, and he's in a band called the Scar Band as well. and they're touring the whole of Australia. So Steve's doing most of that tour in December with this Jamaican legend.
Yeah, between Steve's, so Steve, who plays drums for us, also plays with a lot of ska bands, and it's probably, I'd say he's one of Australia's best known ska bands.
He's toured the world in the Melbourne Ska Orchestra.
Yeah.
He's played everywhere across the whole planet, basically.
So between his bookings for, because he's very much in demand, and me keeping myself busy, we're sort of really.
But he loves the agents. He enjoys his. It is a fun band to be in.
Yeah. No, I was going to say it's difficult to. We have to really plan carefully when we're booking gigs. Like ring around and go, "Have you got something this day? No. Okay, hold that date. Call somebody else. Have you got something this day? No. Okay." Now book it.
You know what you should use? You should use Teams.
Yeah, I do.
And like get everybody in this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
some of the band are really tech focused, like Philip, and some of them are a little bit challenged, like me. Well, probably.
We make it work.
Steve and Harold, but Harold does quite a lot of stuff, samples and stuff with his keyboards nowadays, which is pretty impressive.
We make it all work. I haven't had a situation yet where I've been double booked. Next weekend it got very close, but I'm doing Friday night, Saturday afternoon, then Saturday night. So.
You guys sound like you live a charmed life. That's when you have 3 shows in different bands on a weekend. That's a good life.
Yeah,
Melbourne's lucky. It's got a pretty vibrant live music scene.
Big live music. Always has, but it's still going at the moment, luckily.
Yeah, it's a city of 5 million people, so there's a lot of people out there who see the music.
So yeah, it would be probably like Seattle back in the day, or it's still always pumping with live music. Not a lot of money in it, but a lot of gigs. Of gigs. Not a lot of well-paid gigs, but a lot of gigs.
Yeah.
It's good. Even if somebody buys a CD, it was worth it because now that person's going to share that with somebody else.
Well, and also having the EP recorded and out there, we actually had some people at the last gig who said, "Oh, I heard it on the radio, so I thought I'd come and check the band out." So there's community radio stations.
Yeah.
2 really good community radio stations in Melbourne. One's called PBS FM, and one's called 3RRR.
And let's not forget our local Mountain District Radio.
Oh, right, local. They're very good as well. They play our record as well, but particularly PBS FM really supports the band.
Awesome.
Yeah, really supports the band very well. So, a lot of musicians are actually DJing on it as well, so they play live and then they get onto a radio and do programs. So late at night or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a second.
There we go.
Give them a plug on.
Give them a plug. PBS FM Melbourne. Yeah.
And that's available worldwide. You can stream it anywhere you are, so you can listen to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Totally.
Like on demand kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Both radio stations have got apps with their streaming stuff.
Yeah, you can just stream it from your.
But I do have to, for John Paul, have to look at the time difference and go, right, he's on now at 7 in the morning or 8 in the morning on Sunday.
Oh my God, that's perfect for you. Like when you're getting ready for work.
Surf music on the way to work or out of bed on the weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. We live for music. It's a pretty good life.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's not a wealthy life, but it's a.
That's why he plays in so many bands.
Well,
they can afford to buy more guitars.
Like you could work 40 hours a week and make, or 60 hours a week, make lots of money and never be home, or you could have an enjoyable life.
Yeah.
Life worked out.
So I've worked to buy the guitars.
Yeah. So I'll work for a little bit and then I'll cut back a little bit so I can play.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like to be a bit like that. Yeah, no, we keep busy. Yeah, you're right. The gigs don't pay a lot, but there's, in addition to there being a lot of live music venues and a lot of people who go and see bands. For me, a lot of the fun is getting to see other people's bands.
During lockdown, a lot of people were like being creative at home.
Yep.
So I don't know anybody like during lockdown that got COVID, but once they like lifted it, I got COVID twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
We had pretty severe lockdowns here in Melbourne, so we were locked down for
probably more than most places.
Yeah, Italy was locked down for quite some time, really hard.
Melbourne was the same.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah, not many people died. The other benefit of that.
It kind of worked, I guess.
Yeah.
And also, it was great for online shopping. So I did a lot of, this guitar here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, hold on. Well, these, I'll just have those effects pedals.
You pointed to the way, but yes, there's a whole. I kind of went a bit nuts online shopping during COVID.
Did you? So you know what they say. It's always easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission.
Well, in my case, I didn't need to do either because my partner Jamie is extremely supportive of my acquisition habits. So.
Really?
She said yes before you even asked.
Good. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
In fact, I was at James' place one night and I held up my phone and said, "Look, there was a Vox AC15 amplifier in British racing grade." I'm like, "Look how cool this is! It's only $500." And she left the room. And I'm like, "Ooh." And she came back with the car keys and said, "Get in the car, loser. We're going to go get it."
Oh my God! So she's the little devil on your shoulder.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
Can I use that? I don't want to. I won't live long if I use that.
That's so cool.
James also a force to be reckoned.
She sure is. No, she's yeah. I don't have to ask for forgiveness or permission to do this.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
She won't let you buy motorbikes anymore.
From what I've heard, she must be really enamored with your playing. So I kind of am too.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's very simple. And that works both ways, I guess, too. When James said, "Oh, I used to play saxophone," I'm like, "Well, let's get one and see if you can still play it."
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's good. Yeah.
So I want to thank you guys so much for coming on. Like I said, there's going to be a link in the description. And everybody else, stay tuned for more videos, reviews from the agents of Reverb. And thank you so much for the huge time difference in Australia, as far as it is from Philadelphia. I'm always grateful when I get to meet somebody from Australia because they're always so enthusiastic about music. So.
Thanks for having us, Ryan. We appreciate it.
And we can hear the passion come through from you as a player as well.
Oh man, it was my medicine as a youth.
Well, the sun's over the yard arm now.
It's after midday. We can.
Yeah, that happens at noon. We used to crack it at noon.
Cheers.
Cheers from the agents of Reverb. Other side of the planet.
All right, now this is something I don't know. Warm or cold?
Beer? Oh no,
Cold.
Cold. It's gonna be cold.
Okay.
I speak cold. We're not English.
You're not English. No, definitely not. No.
Influenced by what English bands like the Shadows, etc. But not English.
Not for the beer. No, we'd like it to be cold.
Cold beer. Icy cold beer. Or rum cocktail.
Oh yeah.
Please join our Patreon page to get special behind-the-scenes footage and segments exclusive to Patreon, YouTube updates, also a sneak peek of what's coming next week, a merch, and also services, free flash drive exclusively for segments in the band.